Hi everyone, welcome to this slightly more advanced practice, a bit faster, a bit more challenging in terms of the postures and movements, but we're starting in a reclined angle, suptabaddakonasana, hands on the chest and stomach, just to feel the breath and get a sense of that natural, spontaneous breath. And then stretch the arms up over the head, raise your knees, drop them from side to side to get a feel for your side body. And that should feel quite nice in the hip as well, whether you've just woken up, got up, or have spent a day at the desk sitting far too much. That should be quite nice. And then hug your knees in towards you, gently rock from side to side, feel your lower back on the ground, and then knees slightly apart, start moving into your toes and ankles, and then raise the arms and legs, and also move into your fingers and wrists. And then very gently, so you obviously don't have to straighten the legs as much as I do, send the feet out and then push the knees down towards the armpits. And still you can rock from side to side if that feels nice. Just a bit of movement. And then right knee over the left will come into a twist or a markatasana, the monkey pose. And you could, just move your head in the other direction if you wanted. But it needs to work for you. As always, make sure what you're doing feels good in your body. Don't imitate anyone else for no apparent reason other than that you want to look that way. And other side, exactly the same thing. The other side will feel different. Go with what feels good. And then from here, rock your legs to the back. You could be in sort of a half, well, it's not a half plow, because in a half plow you'd have the back on the ground, but you can do something that feels good for the back, and then rock up to balance on your tailbone and start rolling the shoulders to the back. And you could keep the hands exactly where they are now, so underneath the knees with the legs bent. You could draw bigger circles if you wanted. Of course, that's going to mean that you have to stabilize a little bit more. And you could also, I don't know why I'm not showing that option, straighten the legs. I was probably just lazy, but you can straighten the legs if you want. And reach the arms up and come into a low boat, hands to the heart center. And then from here, feet to the ground and fold forwards. Breathe in, raise your right arm. Breathe out and lower. Inhale, left arm goes up. And exhale, release. And then round your back, come up, cross the legs in a comfortable way, and hands on the shoulders, draw circles with your elbows. And the elbows can touch every time you go to the front. They don't have to. As you go to the back, you want to push a little bit to the back. Cool. Now, left hand on top of the head so that ear comes to the shoulder while we're moving gently into the right wrist, forearm. And there's, all the way to the shoulders, some movement going on. And then hand behind you, drop the chin towards your collarbone or armpit. And that hand, so the left hand, if it's uncomfortable there, if it gets too much, obviously just release it. Cool. Both hands behind the head, chin to chest, but keep your back straight. You want to feel warmth come into the neck. And then we change sides. So bring that outer foot in towards you. And then, getting very confused here. Thoroughly confused. Other side, as we raise that left hand and move into the hand, wrist, forearm, upper arm, shoulder. That right ear comes to the shoulder and just rests there. Somewhere comfortable. Should be a nice stretch. And then chin to collarbone. And that left hand goes behind your back. You might see a little bit of my fingers here on the right-hand side. Obviously, if you're flexible enough and if that feels nice there, then bring it there. Otherwise, wherever comfortable. And then both hands behind the head. This time we are going to round more than just the neck. Bringing the elbows towards the belly button. And then inhale, raise the arms, look up. And exhale, push your elbows down. So this is my IW. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale into that W. And you can go a little bit faster as well. You don't have to. So this is one thing about Vinyasa, to place in a particular way. So you want to basically sync breath and movement. Elbows now to the waist or maybe even behind you, as if they wanted to touch behind you. And then arms out to the sides. And inhale, raise your left arm, and exhale, reach it over. Drop your left hand. And roll up from there. And then other side, breathe in, right arm goes up, breathe out, send it over to the left side, and then down on an exhale and roll up. And we come onto all fours, hanumanasana, which means tabletop pose. Arching the back on inhalations and rounding the back on exhalations. You want to make sure that works for you. You can tuck your toes under and raise the knees off the ground. And the idea is that the legs stay static. So you're just moving the back, just focusing on that spinal activation. But if it's too much, bring the knees back down. Now inhale, raise your right leg, foot to the head. Exhale, bring the knee to your right shoulder. I feel like I should have done the other side first so that you could have seen that better. Now on the next exhale, knee to the dropped head. And then knee to the left side. And from here, left hand goes to the front. Maybe you're going to bind, bringing the left hand to the right foot. And then you could also bend that right arm. If you do, make sure the arm doesn't go out to the side, but the elbow comes towards the rib cage. So you feel that in your tricep. And then just release, move into the hips. And other side, inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, knee to the left shoulder. Inhale, raise the left leg. And exhale, knee to the dropped head. Breathe in, arching. Breathe out to the right side now. And inhale up, and then gently walk your right hand forward. So we're testing the waters, and if we feel quite comfortable, we can immediately bring that right hand to the left foot. Again, a little bend in the left arm if we want. So everything here can be adapted to something that is more you, of course, and how you feel today. Just moving into the spine a little bit and into the hips. And then tucking the toes under, pushing the hips up and walking the heels into the mat to get a little bit more flexible, a little bit warmer in the backs of the legs. Roll forwards into a plank. You want to use an exhale for that. And then inhale, raise your right arm, side plank. Exhale, hovering here. So you can release your hand to the ground if that gets too much. Inhale, raise the arm again. Exhale to the front for a slightly deeper stretch into that right side. And then release into a plank. Inhale, raise your left arm. And exhale into that hovering plank. So you're seeing me slightly going forwards and back. Again, that is optional. You could not. Inhale, back into that side plank. Exhale, arm to the front. And from here down into that plank again, drop your knees, drop your chest and chin into ashtanganamaskar, 8-part salute. And then we drop our hips, raise the chest into a cobra. And on an exhale, back into padvatasana. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, flex the foot, drop the heel. And then maybe raise your right hand and grab hold of the foot. Step your right foot to the front so you don't have to do that. Right arm now goes up, drops behind you. And then from here, breathe in, raise that right arm again. Breathe out, hand comes back down and we step back. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, flex the foot, drop the heel. Breathe in, left arm might go up. Breathe out, step the foot to the front. And there, here we inhale and raise that left arm. Drop it behind us. Breathe in, arm goes up. Breathe out, this time step into a forward fold. And shake off the hands if you need to. Wrap your arms around the legs and walk your fingertips to the front. Long arms, inhale, come up with that length. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, raise your arms. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, left foot to the back. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. I couldn't quite decide. Inhale, arch. Exhale, push up. Inhale, right leg up and to the front. Exhale, left foot to the front. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathe in, left foot to the back. Breathe out, right foot to the back. Hold your breath, chaturanga. Inhale, arch, upward dog. Exhale, push the hips up. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out. And right foot to the front. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, left foot to the back. Hold your breath, knees, chest, chin this time. And then raise your arms and feet. Breathe normally, drop, and come into a locust. Variations are fine. Push yourself up into your mountain. Jump to the front. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back. Exhale, right foot to the back. Knees, chest, chin again. Breathe in, back to where we were here. And then wrap the hands around your feet in hanumanasana or bow. And release. Tuck your toes under, push yourself up. And jump to the front, typically on an exhale. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And I don't know why I'm not breathing in. Little break, okay. Maybe feeling the heartbeat. That's probably what I was intending. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, drop your knee, just sink down. Inhale into anjaneyasana. Exhale into ardha Hanuman. So inhale, opening up to the left side. Exhale, leg to the back. Leg up as the hand comes down. Variation of knees, chest, chin. Inhale and arch. Exhale, push up. Bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, raise the arms, little arch. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, left leg to the back. Exhale, drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms up. And exhale into ardha Hanuman. Right hand goes up. And we slide that right leg to the back. Breathe in, and as you exhale, hand down, leg high. Inhale, arch. Exhale, push the hips up. So don't be afraid of doing variations here. Jump to the front. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, push the hips down, knee off the ground. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale into a plank. Left leg could be off the ground. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog or mountain. Breathe in, right leg goes up. Breathe out, step to the front, left heel to the ground, warrior one. And then from here into a humble warrior, you could do with the hands some other things, and slowly with that right leg still bent, come into warrior three. And inhale to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center, left side. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, left foot to the back. Exhale, just sinking the hips down. Inhale, ashtanganamaskar, that high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step into a plank, low plank, arching into upward dog, and exhaling into mountain. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out to the front. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale into a humble warrior. But just for a moment, so now raise that right leg and make your way into warrior three. And then breathe in, come to standing, hanumanasana. Breathe out, hands to the heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, right foot to the back. Exhale, hips down. Breathe in, left arm goes up. Breathe out, straighten that left leg. Both legs straight, outer edges of the feet on the ground. From here, raise that leg into a side plank. Don't worry where the leg is. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push the hips up. Bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Other side, breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Breathe in, left foot to the back. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, straighten your right leg, come into the outer edges of your feet. And then raise that right foot from the front all the way up, or just slide, breathe in, and as you exhale, chaturanga with that right leg high. Inhale into upward dog, and exhale, push your hips up. Bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front, and inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center, breathe in, raise your arms, breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, drop your hips, raise the chest, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that chair, or all the way into karnpirasana. From here, on an exhale, jump into a low plank. Inhale, arch. Exhale, push the hips up. Bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front. Inhale into utkatasana. Exhale, sinking a little bit lower. Then hands to the heart center. Inhale, open up to the left side. Look up to the ceiling. Maybe opening up the arms here as well. So that arm wants to be on the outside of the knee. And then slowly slide your right foot to the back. Toes can stay on the ground or rise, and then we step to the back, and we might bind. We might not. Just see how it feels. So what we are doing, you can do with or without a bind. Play around a little bit with where you're looking, and then look down to the ground, step to the front. Take that left leg with you as you come up. So you don't need a bind for that. Just hooking that right hand underneath the outside there of the left leg is enough. And then slowly turn your head to the back. You could straighten your left leg as well. Gently push your left hip down at the same time. And then from here, leg stays high as we release. Arms go up. Breathe in. Exhale into warrior three. So send that left leg to the back. Sink into your right leg. And inhale, come to standing. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathe in, back into Utkatasana. Breathe out, sink down, hands to the heart center, and then inhale, open up to the right side. Again, you could open up the arms here, but you don't have to. And then slowly sliding the toes, or maybe stepping to the back, so left foot, or you can keep it on the ground. So just work on maybe raising that heel. And then step the foot to the back, left hand on the ground for support. If you need it, it can stay there. Otherwise, left arm around that right leg. And we bind. So whichever one you prefer here. So on this side, I have obviously decided to show how you can do this without the bind. And left hand goes around that right leg as you come up. And then we're almost at the end of our first half. So if you're leaving us here, this is the last thing you'll do. Right leg goes up and then the arms go up. You keep that leg high, breathe in and exhale into Warrior 3. And thanks for joining. So you can find the other half on my subscription platform. And there's a link in the description. Inhale, come to standing and exhale, hands to the heart center. And if you're still here, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, karnpirasana, so deeper into that squat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, push those hips up, long arms. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, knee to the right shoulder. Inhale, raise the leg. Exhale, knee to the dropped head. Breathe in, leg goes up. Breathe out, knee to the left side, and then from here, raise your left arm, straighten the right leg. You might hold onto the foot and guide that leg to the front. Of course, not for everyone. Your foot could be on the ground as well, on the side there. And then Chaturanga Dandasana, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, push the hips up. And then bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front. Inhale, come into a chair. And exhale, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. Jump into a low plank, breathe in, upward dog, breathe out, mountain pose. Inhale, raise your left leg, exhale, knee to the left shoulder, breathe in, leg goes up, breathe out, knee to the dropped head. Inhale, leg goes up, exhale, knee to the right side. Now inhale, right arm goes up, left leg straightens to the side, can stay there, hovering, or bring it down onto the ground. You could guide that foot to the front again as well. And then from here, release into Chaturanga Dandasana, inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and exhale into Parvatasana. Bend your legs, look forward, jump to the front. If any of these jumps get too much, adapt. Inhale and come up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, push the hips up. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step the foot to the front. Sink down. Inhale, ashtanganamaskar. Lovely high lunge. Exhale into Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. You could bind, you don't have to. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale into a triangle, trikonasana, so you want both legs straight. And then from here, release that left hand and raise your right arm. Keep that left foot on the ground. You might want to walk it forwards a little bit. And parivrit trikonasana, revolve triangle. Hand comes down, we step to the front. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, fold forwards. Inhale, karnpirasana or chair. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, push your hips up. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, ashtanganamaskar. Horse in motion. Exhale, Warrior 2. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, Utthita Barsha Konasana. Optional to bind. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle, trikonasana. And then nice and slowly release your right hand. Step the right foot forwards if you need to. So you want to feel that heel on the ground as you raise the left arm and twist. And that closed twist. And release into a forward fold. Breathe in, Hasta Uttanasana. Always with a little back bend if you want. Hands to the heart center. Close your eyes. And see if you can keep them closed as you inhale and raise the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Nice and slowly. Test the waters. Everything feels different when the eyes are closed. Breathe in. Step your right foot to the back and exhale. Drop your knee, untuck the toes. Keep the hands where they are or raise the arms. Whenever you need to open the eyes, whether that's to look or something else, open the eyes. Right hand down, we twist, and that left hand can reach for your right foot and pull it in into a lovely quad stretch. We can push that left knee out a little bit more. Then we release, tuck the right toes under, step into a plank, left foot off the ground maybe, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale and arch, could be cobra as well, doesn't have to be upward dog. And exhale, push the hips up. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step the foot to the front, left heel to the ground, really carefully because the eyes are closed. Raise the arms and torso coming into warrior one. On an exhale, float the arms down, interlock the hands behind you, little arch, especially for the upper back. And as you exhale, you want to let your chest guide the way forwards and down. Drop the head. And release the hands to the ground, step to the front. Inhale, come up to standing. Even that is completely different when the eyes are closed. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forwards. So completely different challenge that, having the eyes closed. Inhale, left foot to the back. Exhale, sink your knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, raise your arms in anjaneyasana. And then from here, left hand down, right arm up. You push your right knee out. Yeah, could come onto the outer edge of the foot, and you might grab hold of the left foot with your right hand, but you don't have to. Chin can come towards the right shoulder. But work with your body, what feels good, especially now that the eyes are closed and you're just with your body and all these sensations. Release and step into a plank. Drop down in any way you like and arch as you inhale. Push yourself into that mountain or downward dog as you exhale. And then inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step to the front. Breathe in, warrior one. Unhelpful with me in my sides. Exhale, float the arms down and inhale into a little back bend. Exhale, come forwards, dropping the torso towards the front. Keep pushing your right hip gently forwards. And then release your hands to the ground, step your right foot forwards in a forward fold. And from here we come up, inhaling, raising the arms. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. And eyes still closed, step your feet apart. Heels a bit further in. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, halfway down. And then from here, bend your left leg so that your left arm can rest on that leg and the right arm goes up. Change sides. And come down into a forward fold. And from here, push your hips down, hands to the heart center in halasana, or that garland pose. Breathe in, right arm goes up as that left hand drops. You might bind here, but make sure that in your bind, that left arm is around the left leg. And change sides. And again, you can open the eyes, of course. You don't have to have them closed. That should be a nice thing. And you could bind here too, so that left arm drops behind you, right arm goes around the right leg and holds onto the left hand, wrist, forearm, wherever you are. So closing the eyes should give us a better, pardon the pun, sense of other senses. Release, hands down, drop the head, round your back, just shrug the shoulders a little bit of movement into the head, and then roll onto your back and send the legs to the back, coming into a full plow, or even karnpirasana, which is the ear pressing pose where we're bringing our knees next to our ears and press them in. And yeah, you can have the whole of the lower leg on the ground and then play around a little bit. Knees could come towards your forehead, toes can reach towards the ceiling. We could bring the arms around our legs here. So some of this will be possible, other things may be a little bit harder. That's all fine. So just Just about testing what feels good and where you want to be as you make your way into sarvangasana, into your shoulder stand. Legs up, arms wherever they're needed. So hands could be on the back and stay there. Slightly harder to bring the hands onto the ground behind you, onto the ground next to the head, and obviously harder to reach them up so that it's that unsupported shoulder stand. So feel free to keep the hands where they are. Bring them to the back as you drop your knees to the left side of the hat. Reach up and drop the knees to the right side of the hat. And a couple more. Inhale, legs go straight. And exhale, roll down. No, I thought there were a couple more. No, we're just going to roll down onto the back. Feet on the ground, knees high. Push your hips up into a hip bridge or suptabaddakonasana. You could reach for your ankles here and hold onto them. Push the hips a little bit higher. You could also come into that full bridge. Often this is referred to as chakrasana or that wheel, but actually this is still suptabaddakonasana. Whether the legs are straight or not, it becomes a wheel once your hands and feet come so close together that the hands can go around the ankles again. I'm not demonstrating that. I choose not to. Also, I can't do it. But that makes sense, right? Because that wheel, chakra, that's an uninterrupted circle. Now release, come onto your back, hug your knees in, rock gently from side to side. And then hands underneath your buttocks, push the chest up, drop the head to the back, raise your legs, raise your arms, or just stretch the legs out on the ground and bring your hands onto your thighs. And again, hands can also stay underneath the buttocks. Here in Matsyasana, there's lots and lots of different variations of what you can do. Go with what feels best for you, because that's ultimately all that matters. In a faster practice like that, we want to get ourselves, to really work hard, to warm up the body, to go to our stress edge. Rock up, long legs. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, push the palms away from you as you interlock the hands and let yourself come forwards. Nice and long. And then when you can go no further, allow yourself to round a little bit, drop the hands in Paschimottanasana. Yeah, so that's how much we do is really up to us. That's only something that we can feel. No one can tell you. Hands anywhere where they're comfortable. I've got mine at the toes. If that's too far for you, then bring them to the shins as you slowly come up and then back down again. And then from here, left arm to the outside of the right leg. Raise your right arm. That should feel quite nice in the spine. If it doesn't, don't do it. And other side. Left arm goes up. Right arm is on the outside of the legs. And we come back down and roll up through the spine. And then slowly make your way onto the back. Me with a little bit more space at the back there. And hug the knees in towards you. Now guide your right knee over to the left side into a twist. Don't worry how that twist looks. We all have our preferences as to where exactly we want to be, whether both legs should be straight or bent or whatever. There's lots and lots of different versions of markatasana. So choose what feels good and just rest there. Feel your breath. Feel it slow down as well. And this class might not have taken you to your stress edge. We're all different. I try to give options to at least make that happen for everyone. Roll onto the back and hug the knees in. But it's ultimately also up to us. You will get lots out of the practice if you don't overdo things either. And that's not necessarily always the idea of Vinyasa to get you there. It's just that it's the Kundalini tradition. Sometimes this really strong practice, this getting you all the way up there to then let you drop down to an even calmer baseline. Or maybe in London from stressed to even more stressed to calm. So hopefully that worked. And here's you twisting the other way. Just feel the breath in your side body, in that left side in particular. And notice how it slows down. It's all about that awareness. Hug the knees in. Head could come in between the knees. Rock side to side. Whatever feels comfortable here. And then back to where we started, suptabaddakonasana. Supta is not just reclined, but also means sleeping. The sleeping angle here, bound angle. And we just feel our breath. Hands are back on the chest and stomach. And we feel it slow down. We feel the heart rate slow down as well. That's all things that can happen just by themselves. Now, feet on the ground, knees up so that they can drop from side to side. And then slowly roll onto your right side. Up to seated, cross the legs if that's comfortable, roll into your neck, into your shoulders, and then reach the arms up high. Pull at one wrist, take it over to the other side, and then float the arms down. Rub your hands together. Place the palms over your face. And then open the eyes and bring the hands to the heart center. Thanks so much.